Hi, myself Padmashriyam. I am a second year BE student studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, and I am presenting you the topic of Huffman coding and Huffman tree designing algorithm analysis. And let us go forward to the topic. In this session, we are gonna learn the contents of Huffman codings are Huffman trees, introduction to the Huffman code, overall view of an algorithm and analysis of the Huffman code, and the basic concepts of the Huffman code, design of an Huffman tree, encoding and decoding process of the Huffman coding, performance analysis of the Huffman coding, and some application limitations and the disadvantages of this Huffman coding. Let us know the Huffman tree. The Huffman tree is treated as the binary tree associated with the minimum external path weights. That means that one associated with the minimum sum of weighted path of the length or given set of the leaves. Huffman trees or Huffman coding trees defines all the binary trees in which each leaf of the tree is correspondent to the letter in the given alphabet. So the goal is to construct a tree with the minimum external path. Design of an Huffman tree is in the three steps. In the step 1, the characteristic frequency. We create a list of characteristics and their frequency of an occurrence within the input. And the second step is sorting the characters. Sort the characters in an ascending order based on the frequency of occurrence. Building Huffman tree. Create a Huffman tree by passing at least the two frequency characters and merge them until it forms a tree. Introduction of an Huffman code. What do you mean by Huffman code? Huffman coding assigns a code for each character which shortens the code for the frequency used characters. And how does it works means the algorithm groups characters together to form an Huffman tree. Codes are assigned based on the frequency of the each character in the input string. What are the benefits that we are gonna get from the Huffman tree is Huffman coding can be greatly reduce the size of the document without losing any data. Overall view of an algorithm analysis of an Huffman tree. It has a two main benefits like time complexity and the space complexity. The time taken by an algorithm is determined by the number of characters in the input string. It has the time complexity and the space complexity. The space needed for the tree data structure is proportional to the size of the input. The basic concepts of the Huffman codings are like three basic concepts like variable length decoding, frequency distribution, bitwise manipulation. Variable length decoding. Characters are encoded using a variable number of bits based on the frequency of an occurrence in the input string. And the frequency distribution. The characters frequencies are determined with the help of frequency distribution tables and a bitwise manipulation. In the bitwise manipulation, the code of the input previews the way of faster and more efficient processing. The encoding and decoding process in the Huffman coding are the encoding part consists of encoding. The codes are assigned to the character based on the frequency. These combine together to form a finite encoding sequence. Decoding. Decoding is performed by the traversing the Huffman tree according to the encoding bits which decodes the input. Performing analysis of an Huffman coding. The file size is reduction and the speed of execution. Depending on the input, the Huffman coding can be compressed data up to 75%. Speed of executions are the compression of an algorithm is fast and efficient, making it an ideal choice for the data compression application. The real-time applications of Huffman coding are Huffman coding is frequently used by the conventional compression formats like pkzip and zip and etc. For data transmission using facts and text, Huffman coding is used because it reduces the size and improves the speed of transmission. A brute force attacks on cryptography means of trying every each possible key until you find that one of produces a meaningful result. Applications and the limitations of Huffman coding. Applications are the Huffman coding is usually used in the file compression, embedded system, and the data transmission protocols like JPEG and MP3. Huffman coding is very efficient way of compressing data. It can be used for compress or stores the data including text, images and audio, and Huffman coding can be especially beneficial when compressing of the large files. The disadvantages are the Huffman coding are the loss of data encoding schemes like Huffman coding encoding the achieves a lower compression ratio compressed to loss of encoding techniques. Huffman coding is relatively slower process since it is useful to passes one for building the statistic model and the another for the encoding. Thank you all. I hope so this session might help you to learn and some information about the Huffman tree. Thank you.